Hey guys, it's Toby Morrison here from CFS Help, and on the other end, it's Hanna, or Hanne, if you want to pronounce it that way, from Norway. Hey, Hanne.
Hi. Hello,
Hey.
Toby. Hi, guys.
Well, this is really exciting. I love doing these interviews, these success interviews from people who've gone through our program, and just to talk about your winning and your journey along the way and what you've done to get to where you're at, and also talking about your future. Where were you at? What was going on in your life before you came across CFS Health?
Well, I had been ill for a long time, since 2013. So it's 9 years ago now that I became ill. A bumpy road until last year, last March, 10 months ago, I had a major crash and I thought I was going to die, and I was hospitalized for 3 weeks.
Oh, wow.
They expected me to have a brain tumor.
Wow.
So I was checked, well, everything in my body was checked. The conclusion was, well, finally, I got the diagnosis CFS ME, which I myself had believed that I had for years and years, but never got that confirmed. I got the diagnosis in April 2021 and was basically left on my own after that, because my doctor didn't know anything about it. So I started to Google. And I found you. I think I spent a couple of months just Googling the diagnosis, and I think I was looking for a meditation video or something on YouTube. And then I saw your advertise. You were drawing a baseline and those curves and explaining about the baseline. And I had never heard about the baseline before. And you seemed so, like, I immediately got faith in you as a person. You seemed to know what you were talking about, and so calm and, well, nice personality. And I thought, I have to check that out. That's how I found you. I guess that was in June, maybe June last year, May, June. So everything felt hopeless. My doctor couldn't help me. I've had this condition. I knew what it was for like 9 years. It's been the same, but this major crash really scared me, because I didn't know I could get that bad. I felt I had to get some help, and I didn't find the help I needed in Norway, so I had to go all the way to Australia.
The good thing is you didn't have to fly anywhere. You just got to sit in your own home and work with us, which is cool. And it
was perfect. And from the start, just learning that there is something called a baseline, and that there was something that I could try and track and follow, and, well, that was it. And I took the 5 days baseline course. I did the workshop first, and really resonated with me, everything you did and said. So I immediately joined the mentorship program straight away.
Was that scary, or did it feel really good? Were you just like, yeah, this is what I want to continue to do?
It was a bit like it always is with finances, I wasn't working and I just had to do it. Well, I did what I had to do so I could pay for it. And I was kind of excited, not scared, but it was like the only hope I had, that this was going to work. Wow. So it's scary in that kind of way. If this doesn't work, what am I going to do? But after the workshop, I had so much hope. And after the first group call in the mentorship hub, I just cried and cried, because I didn't feel alone anymore. And I felt, oh, this is a safe place to be. I saw all the other tired faces, because I was lying in my bed, totally exhausted, feeling so stupid, just lying there. But I saw all the other people also lying there. So I felt this is the place for me. I'm at home here.
It's pretty damn amazing. You mentioned the baseline. So for people who don't understand, baseline is basically, your daily routine and structure that is appropriate for you right now, your current baseline, where you can actually do stuff without feeling any worse than you currently do. Apart from the baseline, what else did you find helpful when you slowly went through the program?
There's been so many things when I look back.
Yeah.
Because when I look back, I realized how scared I was at the time. I was dead scared because my body didn't work. I was just lying in bed. I had no idea what to do. When I took a shower, I had to rest for like hours afterwards. So I think that I had found this safe place to heal and grow. I didn't feel alone. I had the support, and that has probably been more important than I realized at the time, that I needed to not be so alone and so scared as I was. I felt understood, and there was this whole community with other people to talk to and to chat with on Facebook. But there was just like pieces falling into the puzzle all the time. I remember at one point you shared with us what progress looked like. And I had maybe stayed in the program for about a month and a half, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't feel like I was progressing that much. But when I saw your list, like sleeping less, the poo stuff and everything, you know.
We're going to give people some context here. So healthy digestion is super important, right? And most people
Yes.
they don't get that. They're not even aware of it. Good, healthy poo is a good sign of good digestion.
Yeah, and that's kind of a huge thing, because that had been a problem for years. And with your list, it was check, check, check. I took less painkillers. I was more up and about. I was eating more. I didn't put on weight, so the energy was going somewhere. And just all those little checks gave me a big wow. I'm recovering, you know, I'm healing. And just like, ooh, felt so much better. So even though I didn't quite know what to do at the time, I just did what you told me, the journaling every day. I watched videos on mindset, about guilt, especially because I'm a mother of 2 daughters.
Wow.
So I have really been struggling with guilt for being ill, and just, you know, laying on the couch all day. Slowly my mindset started to change, and I didn't know why I meditated. I didn't know why I wrote. I just did it. And you taught me about consistency, because I've never been doing anything in my life with consistency like this. Every single day, just doing the work. And the meditations and the mindset videos calmed my nervous system. And the journaling, I still do that. I finished your book. I bought a new one, and I still do it every morning, every evening.
Amazing. And what about the physical stuff? You said one thing that stuck out to me actually was the pieces to the puzzle.
Yeah, all together, the puzzle, everything fell into place, one thing by one thing by one thing. But I had to get rid of the idea that there was something really seriously wrong with my body, because when I came into the program, I was taking all kinds of supplements. I felt I was lacking something, and you know, the focus on pills, medicine, vitamins, everything, that was a distraction.
You would have heard me talk about this, but I say it in the program too. It's like there's nothing wrong with supplements, you know, and medication if you need it. This idea and notion of like, tell me the supplements that I need. It's not going to work because you're mentally rehearsing to yourself that there's a problem. You could have spent $10,000 on supplements, but if you didn't fix your baseline, then the supplements would have done nothing.
So that changed as well, because when you feel so ill, you feel so sick. I had this sick feeling in my body. I was just lying there feeling so terribly sick. It's easy to think it's all about the body, but it wasn't. I learned that as well, and started to trust my body again. I had to do that, because when I did exercises in the beginning, I only felt worse. I was just like, I'm trying to walk for 5 minutes, and then I felt worse. That didn't work. I had to work on my mindset for a longer period of time, and then I went all in with the exercise when I was ready.
When you were ready, exactly. You're not gonna just do everything at once. I think the reason why you've had such great success in such a pretty short period of time is because you've come in, you're very aware, you've done the right things in the right order, which we teach you anyway, but still it can be overwhelming, like you said. The reason why things have really moved well for you is because you literally have done it step by step and added the right piece at the right time. When your mindset's right, when your body's right, when you're more in tune, then you start to just tune into your body and start to move it appropriately for where you're at. And
I had to stop asking so many questions. Why am I doing this? What is this good for? Why am I doing that? I just did it, what you said, and it works. But that's what we want to do, right? We want to control the future. We want to plan everything. We want to know everything so we can predict the future, but we can't. So at one point, I just let it all go and just, I surrender. I'm not in charge. I'm just going to do what this program tells me to do. When I realized how scared I was, how unsafe I felt in my own body, that was kind of a revelation. It came to me when I was doing one of my writings. because at one point I had to start to write to get emotions stuff out, because I realized that there was a lot of stuff in there. And I just wrote, my body is not a safe place to be in. My body is full of aches, full of pains. It's always tired, and it's not a good place to be. And then I started to heal myself with love through meditations. And that was a real game changer for me, because I started to do that every single morning. The first thing I do when I wake up is a meditation of love and kindness, and just giving myself what I needed. And from that point, things happened really fast. When I realized that I can give myself the things I need, I can make myself feel safe, I can give myself love, I can let go of all the worries and fears by staying more present. And the journaling, the grateful stuff, is so useful, because in the beginning I just did it. I always find something to be grateful about, and made those lists. We had a planning session with you where you learned me the ABC, the work and the doings, and the jam. We don't have that expression in Norwegian, but you taught me about the jam. And I started to plan my days. I started to create my days. Yeah. Now I create my days. Yes. Now I get it. It's me who create my days.
Yeah. And if you don't, then someone else will, or something.
Yes, but I didn't get it in the beginning, that I just had to do this, do that. But now I wake up and I tune in with like my body. How am I feeling today? What's the weather like? What's happening today? And I just create my day from that. What I want to feel. How do I want to feel? My intentions for this day. Like, today I want to have some fun. I want to meet some people, or other days I want to just feel calm and relaxed. And so I choose my activities, or how much I want to rest or meditate, or just do nothing some days.
Yeah, what you're describing to me is a healthy, appropriate, balanced life.
It is. And that is what I have been learning about balance, about serenity. It's like peace of mind. Yeah. And how much I need peace and quiet, time to be with myself, and that everything I do is okay. If I don't want to do anything, that's fine. I've spent hours just looking out my window, just being, and that's enough. That has never been enough before. Nothing has been good enough before. But now it's like, I am, and that's good enough. And I have all these tools now. I can just, what do I need today? Pick this tool, go out for a walk, feeling better. But I have to say that moving back into my body, which I did in October, I just decided I can do this, starting working out and using my body again. Didn't feel scared. I felt so ready. That has made my body so happy, and me too.
Steph, our movement specialist, her goal basically at CFS Health is to make sure everyone has a healthy relationship with their body and movement.
Yes. Yes.
It's not about exercise, you know, it's not necessarily about that. It's more about the feeling in your body and moving it appropriately for you.
And I spent so much time in my head, worrying and being so scared of using my body, and just, you know, so my body must have felt very sad, because it was just lying there feeling useless. So even putting on some music and doing some moves for a couple of minutes, it's great.
Were you doing like little by little becomes a lot?
With the physical part?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't. I just went all in. Once I had gotten rid of all my fears, because I had been watching all these recovery videos, so I knew I could recover. There was not a shadow of a doubt in my mind that I could recover. So when I realized I'm going to recover, I didn't feel there was something seriously wrong with my body. I had done a lot of mind work and I felt better. And when I was no longer scared, I went all in and started lifting weights and started walking from that day. So of course I felt a little bit like nervous in the beginning. Is this right? Is this too much? Blah blah blah. But I had faith in the process and in myself, and I keep checking in with my body, not my symptoms, but my body. Can I do this? And I felt like, yeah, I can do this. Tired after working out, but restored the next day. So it's been all good.
At your worst, just like in 30 seconds, what were some of the symptoms you experienced?
I was paralyzed at my worst. I was lying in bed and I couldn't move my body at all. I was paralyzed for hours at the time. I couldn't go to the toilet, couldn't get out of bed. The worst period was July and August, where I spent most of my time in bed. And I just lied in my bed and I thought, if I didn't have to go to the toilet, if I didn't have to go to get some water, I would just lie here and die. That was the feeling I had. That was how sad I was, how sad I felt, how scared I felt, how hopeless I felt at that time. There was nothing. There was no energy in my body, nothing, nothing whatsoever. But I had kids as well, so I had to get up a couple of times during the day. But thank you. You're my star. I love you. It's like a dream, right? I wrote that on Facebook as well, because when I started working with you, my life was a nightmare. And now it's a dream. I wake up every single day, create my own day, go to the gym, see friends. Next week, I'm going back to work. I found a new job. I wake up and just, is this really happening? It's like, oh my God, this is my life. I love it. I love my life. I have bad days, but it's just a bad day. Nothing more. I'm tired one day. It doesn't scare me. I think that's normal. It's okay to be tired. Now it's quite good to be tired sometimes. It's good tired. Yes.
Yes, it's good. It's what we call healthy, normal tired.
Normal tired. And we mustn't forget that all people are tired. All people need space. All people need rest. And that rest is so good, so restorative, so healing. And the time where I do nothing, that's when I heal and I grow. I go inwards.
I was just talking on a group call this morning about inward and outward and having the balance between in and out, working in and working out. Sometimes it can be challenging to get. So if you're listening to this, guys, right now, one, you're probably just blown away. And two, know that it might take you a bit longer. Don't put a time limit on it. Just take what you're learning from this conversation from Hanne and just apply it in your own life. It's pretty damn amazing. And what's the plans for the future? So you got your new job.
I have been teaching for more than 20 years and I don't want to go back to teaching. And out of the blue, I met a guy who has a funeral agency. He asked me, do you want to work for me as a singer? And I just, hell yeah. You taught me, hell yeah, go for it. If it's not a hell yeah, it's a no. Well, I met him and I said, I have to think about it, because I had to think about it for a few days. And it was just like, wow, can I work as a singer? Can that be a job? That's been my a hobby for my whole life. I have a band and I had all this, I've done it for like 20 years on my own or with a band, but not as a profession. So I'm going to start working next week as a singer.
Oh my God, that is amazing. Wow.
Possible. Was it just my life now? Wow. So no worries going back to work, because I love to sing. I was planning on doing more concerts and playing and doing more music stuff, because that's the jam for me, you know. That gives my life more meaning. But now I can do it for work. So
wow, that is amazing. I want to hear some updates from that. Who knows? We might see you on TV one day.
Well, I don't know about that, but well, for me, it's great joy.
Amazing.
I'm so grateful now. You know, it's I've changed as a person.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for my life, for every day, for everything. My life is totally changed. I have changed. Sometimes I cry happy tears just because I'm me, you know.
Before we wrap up, just two things. What would be your number one bit of advice to someone going through this experience?
Consistency. Don't ask too many questions. Why am I doing this? Why do I have to be grateful? Why do I have to write a journal? Why do I have to meditate? Why do I have to change my mindset? Just do it. Just do the work every single day. That is your job. And to let go of fear, if that's possible, because fear and the nervous system, and you know, that's a vicious cycle with all the stress and all the worries and stuff that holds you back. work on that and do what Toby says and put a little bit of magic into your life. You know, when I pick one of your little cards.
Yeah, I've got them here.
I love them.
Look at that one.
I love them.
That's the one I just picked right there. Be true to yourself.
Yeah. When you find yourself, when you find your true self and you love yourself and you go inwards and give yourself the love and support you need and deserve, you grow, you heal and grow. Lastly,
let's say there are a bunch of people who are watching this going, oh, like I want to do the program, but I'm not sure. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Should I invest in it? Two things. One, was it worth the investment for you?
Of course, it was worth the investment. If I knew that I was going to sit here today talking to you, feeling like I do, I would have paid anything. You cannot measure this in money. Of course not. It was worth every single penny. And I feel so lucky to even have found you. And I'm so grateful to have been able to join this program, because now I'm totally ready to live my life. And yeah, it's the best thing that has happened for me in this process.
Yeah, you've been a pleasure. You know, we've loved having you in our program.
And I've got friends for life now. I stay in touch with some of the people from the group on a daily basis. So it's so inspiring. People, the community has been loving and helpful and so inspiring. We stay in touch and I will keep them. I think Jessica is coming to visit me this summer.
We've got people in 53 countries, but we've got so many people in so many different countries that you end up having a neighbor or, you know, not that far away that you can come and visit each other. Lastly, what would you say to someone who wants to join the program, but it's a little bit unsure?
Go for it. This is what you need. This is what you have been waiting for. You don't even have to know what to expect. You don't have to do anything. Just join the program. That's the whole point. When you're inside the program, you heal, you grow, you get what you need. Just do what Toby says and you will get better. Well, that's true. I just did what you said without any questions. I had no idea in the beginning why I was doing things. I just did it. I never fell out of the program or anything. I just did it every single day. I've done a lot of work every single day.
You've done a lot of work. And one of my old wise friends, he had lived a big life, and he said to me the other week, he said, Toby, the bigger the effort, the bigger the reward.
That's true. And it's not like it's been easy. I've cried my way through this.
Yes.
And it's been dead hard. I've never cried so much in my whole entire life. And it's been really, really hard. And I've been working and working and working every day. I've never had a single day off. I've written, I've meditated, I've watched the videos, joined the community on Facebook, chatting. I've been so tired. I've just been crying and crying, but I've done it. And at one point, it's just loosened up. It was just like, ooh, I am getting better.
Hanne, thanks so much for doing this. It's been amazing. We'll leave some links below and you can apply for the program if you feel called to do that. Take your time, go watch 1 million free videos, go and watch the baseline training, and give some big love to Hanne for giving us some time today to share her story.
It's my pleasure. Good luck to you, all of you. Healing is possible. And you too. Thank you,
Thanks,
Toby.
Hanne. All right, I'll speak to you soon. Bye.
Yes. Bye.
Bye, love. Thank you.
Bye.